is Ecko Media, connecting voices. People can say a fine for the documents you work so other people go learn from you in the fine way. Tuesday the 10th March, the former Chief Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs na Salon, Professor David J. Francis, he officially pulnado in book where he writes to the public na Ipam All Tower Hill inside Free Tongue. Inside in talk, he talk say the reason wey make he write the book na for document in strength trade inside governance and na from in your perspective. The book gets 6 chapters and all the chapters then they relate to themselves. He add say he titled the book Governing a Poor Country.
I'm here to launch one of my new books. And this book is entitled Governing a Poor Country. Perspectives from a former Chief Minister of Sierra Leone. This is my 13th academic and policy relevant book. 13. So even as you applaud, I'm sure you're wondering, what is this book about? Simply, this book is about governance in a poor and underdeveloped country. But it has important lessons, and this is the point. It has important lessons for other parts of the world, in particular Africa and other developing countries. To put it simply, the central focus of this book is about 3 important things. First, this book raises the fundamental governance question, and that is, why is Sierra Leone so fantastically rich, but spectacularly poor and badly managed for decades, and decades? That's one of the first priorities of this book. That's what this book has engaged. The second, this book provides an insight and understanding of how to run and manage a country. So in effect, I'm drawing from my own practical experience, having served in a unique and distinguished role as Chief Minister. What I know for certain as a Sierra Leonean, as an academic, as a policy practitioner, as a statesman, as a public figure.
When in be the talk, he say Salon fantastically rich but spectacularly poor, and the central focus for this book na 3 things.
Most of the people in Sierra Leone, and in fact some of the aspiring flag bearers, they have no idea as to how difficult, how complex, how challenging it is to run and manage a country. So this is the first academic and policy relevant book in the history of Sierra Leone that specifically describes and talks about how to run and manage a country. The third focus of this book is that this book documents my stewardship as the second Chief Minister in the history of Sierra Leone, but as the first Chief Minister in the Republic of Sierra Leone. That's a subtle distinction. So this book provides a first-hand practical experience of the achievements and successes of serving in this role as Chief Minister, as a unique governance infrastructure or architecture that has been put together by President Bio in the New Direction government. It doesn't only document the achievements.
When in be the talk, he continue for give summary of the role of the Chief Minister and wetin him been do as the Chief Minister. He add back say, na the President they appoint the Chief Minister and the Chief Minister not a double role the Vice President in role. He continue for talk this.
The office of the Chief Minister is not a delivery unit. Yes, the office of the Chief Minister is responsible for the supervision, monitoring, follow-up, coordination, and performance management of service delivery for the people through the 28 government of Sierra Leone ministries. But importantly, and unlike the UK government Tony Blair's delivery unit model, the Office of the Chief Minister has responsibility for strategy, for planning, for policy, and implementation roles. So that is why, as Chief Minister, I led the establishment of two important state government institutions, including the National Disaster Management Agency, the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. These are the state government institutions that I led in their establishment, and they are outlined in Chapter 4. So in effect, the Chief Minister governance structure is appointed by the President, roles and responsibilities and functions assigned and delegated by the President according to sections 40, sections 53, and section 56 of the 1991 Constitution. And the responsibility is very clear. It is to take the day-to-day operational governance pressures off the President and the Vice President. So the obvious question you would want to ask yourself is, does the role of the Chief Minister usurp or duplicate the office of the Vice President? In this book, I have categorically settled the debate. The next time any media practitioner, this is no disrespect to the media, the fourth estate here, or political leader, or public figure says the office of the Chief Minister usurped the office of the Vice President, tell them rubbish, rubbish, and rubbish. And read Professor David Francis' book, it's there. And let me give you the justification. You know, the fact that I'm out of governance, I'm free now to speak. I'm free now to speak, and I can speak with candor. But it is not to embarrass anybody. I'm very mindful of that. I'm a diplomat, I'm a statesman, and I know it's always important to speak diplomatically. The idea that the office of the Chief Minister usurp the functions of the Vice President or duplicates is simply wrong. The 6 key functions of the Chief Minister are outlined clearly in pages 43 and 56 of the book. And here, let me categorically state that the role of the Vice President is clearly stated in section 54 of the Constitution. It's here. And it states the Vice President is the principal assistant to the President. The role of the Chief Minister is not given in the Constitution.
He say the book they out now for sale, and the hard copy now £109 and in dollars now $122, and the soft copy they out now Amazon for £49 for Ecko Media News Brief. Khadija to Soso Marade report.
Not to secret na the country say, fuel in pump price can change anytime. And this time, it not come down, but go up more. People where they take commercial transport and they want them where they ride and drive them, they feel am more. The fuel in pump price change. Other thing, them pump price themselves don't change. The transport price not set yet, as the Ministry of Transport na they responsible for this. Ecko Media go waka na 2-pack them na lonely for fair not how the fuel pump price we don't go up the more passenger and driver them. Thomas Ndanyema na secretary na the lonely all back for motor driver them. He been say this don't cause a lot of struggle to the driver them.
A lot of struggle to the drivers them, being that they want to take action, they want increase price on their own besides the consent of the government. We don't talk to them, say they're the patient then we get price list from the government so that the way we make any increment. But being that government not put any price this year, we still hold on them, we still continue to talk to them, let them patiently, then we get word from the government.
It been same way so send message to the driver them we don't add price for themselves.
To the drivers that we don't add, we listen commodities for add. It keep possible na gamble. If you go add 2 loans, maybe sometimes government give for add more than 2 loans. That could give you tough time back for claim up. Or if you wait for government, that could be the better position. So maybe sometimes the government will add more than 2 loans or you know with 2 loans. So if you do that there, you don't wait for government, you don't create problem. But being that we talk to them, for let us show understanding, they ace up the price, dwelling, without we consent, without we don't know. And government, not to government price. Would they still wait today? For let we wait, let us see what the government they pull now do. What the government they pull now do, now we tell the drivers them.
Kayode Gabisi been go take transport na Lumley for go Juwe. He been say the fuel price wey don't go up, don't disturb movement as they no been dey expect say the transport price don't change and this don't cause embarrassment.
Stop the movement because we know they expect the price that will come it. Where them don't raise the price first, we feel say something now the same price we can pay, but where they carries and back the second term. I mean the transport price different. We get some embarrassment because we dey expect for pay, waiting we don't use for pay, then they say no, the price don't go up now this for pay. So we get the embarrassment and some challenges for the passengers then. We will not define this with the drivers and apprentices then. Yeah.
It been same way so say let the authority then intervene for stop the embarrassment with passenger in the face.
Well, we ask them let them interfere, let them try for see what they go do, for let this embarrassment between we and the passengers and the drivers them and apprentices them. No, they get misunderstanding. Then we say to them again, let them try for put the price down back because it's heavy for we. Some side anyway they go, then not trillion in the ad safe, and the price will be used for pay. So it's very difficult. So they talk to proper government and let them look into this. Let them see what they will do for the passengers then. You know.
Dauda Kuruma, self been go take transport na Lumley Wakafine Park. And it been they go regent. It been say it don't less the way how it dey take transport because it don't dare.
Well, the movement guys now it don't decrease, but said that we pay and then 15,000 or 10,000 for go. So I don't reduce that now. So too much come on, I mean, schedule again.
For Ecko Media Use Brief, Nelson Cocker, they report.
Statistics Salon and the Ministry of Health and Sanitation dey on 3 days questionnaire review and adaptation workshop where they hold from the 10 to the 13 March 2026 na the Swiss Hotel na Spur Road, Freetown. During the program, Lansana Kekone, the acting statistician general, say they committed for ensure say they get credible data for policy implementation. It tell Boku thank you to all them partners them, especially the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. It say this process is essential and at the start of technical activity of the demographic health survey.
Our gathering here today is a testament of our will, our resolve, our determination and commitment in ensuring that we have up-to-date, reliable, and high standard health and demographic data available for policy implementation, planning, and monitoring. I want to, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, say thank you to our partners, specifically the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, for making this possible. If we gather here today, it's largely because of their will and desire. So I want to, at this point, say thank you to the Minister and the staff.
Dr. Tom Sise, the Director of Planning and Information, talk about the challenge where they be get with the main donor, but with the grace of God, other partners then be come on board. He say it's important to forget ICF as third party as the result can be better. He and say this now for mention the progress West Salon as a country don't make on the midterm development goals and the sustainable development goals them.
Unfortunately, with support from various partners, including particularly UNFPA, they had to link us with ICF, because ICF has always been a typical partner that leading in implementing EHSs across the world. And the reason why it's always important to have the ICF as third-party technical partner providing their inputs It's just to ensure that our results can be comparable with similar surveys that are done across other countries. We put by ourselves, the Ministry of Health, Statistics, done our own survey to see where we are. But a lot of times people will say, you cannot be the player and the referee at the same time. You cannot ref yourself. So it's always important to have a third party that will come and to ensure that we use a methodology that has been vetted and validated globally to ensure that the results that we have are credible and can be used anywhere across the world.
Dr. Sarah, when are the lead survey management specialist, demographic health survey, talk say this na the starting of a long journey and he happy for work on the questionnaire review and adaptation review.
As was mentioned, this is the start of a very long journey, and I'm so grateful to be able to take part in this questionnaire adaptation workshop. I look forward to working with all of you over almost the next year and a half to bring this survey to fruition, to bring this data to the public. I am excited to work with you over the next few days to refine these instruments and to develop a questionnaire that reflects the local context of programmatic priorities.
Dr. Dan Wena, the maternal health specialist, said they're glad for the bold move where statistics alone don't undertake. He say, forget reliable data very important and this require for ask the right question where relates to Salon for get right data information. He say, then they look forward for get updated reliable data. He reaffirmed their commitment in the process as now the data will help inform policy and strategies.
Actually, this to me is an exciting moment that puts every doubt and anxiety to rest, because up to probably the time that the invitation came, we were still asking, are we doing DHS or not? So this is a testament that yes, now we've got many mistakes more. And indeed, we are really grateful for this process. As been mentioned also that having reliable data is quite important.
Mohamed K. Kamara say they start the planning of this activity since December 2024. He talked about 2019 demographic health survey reports. He say the gathering are for know wetin new for adopt questionnaires and get standard tools them way for work with. A call on everybody for support the process for get successful result.
We have been planning for this activity, DHS, since December 2024. I don't want to go back to what other colleagues have mentioned about the dismantling of UC. So we are stuck over some time, but thank God today we are moving on with the adaptation review workshop. It's an opportunity for all of us to learn from what has changed in the past 6 years and get a standard tool that will be able to work with.
For Ecko News Brief, Marie Bilkis Dumbia. Today, na the 11th March 2026, Zainab Sherif appear before Pademba Road Magistrate Court for the fourth time. Magistrate Mustapha Brahma Jah don refuse for give bail back, so he go back na the Female Correctional Center. The case go continue for next hearing on the 18th March 2026, where them go review more evidences. Na so e been talek where the court denies Zainab Sherif bail for the fourth time today.
Anything don't mark, it don't fail. You don't fail. Allah go make it easy for her. It don't pull out there. I got your power. This
Zainab Sheriff in organization wey na with duty say dem go waka the right road, dem no go protest, and na dis dem bin continue for say.
Can't leader. The owner they say get case na court to can't so we don't know anything will happen. Even inside the court we know they don't give me access. We come support her. We come for making no say in organization. The people them wey don't train without her. And they tell them they encourage. We they tell them they patient. We they tell them they beer. God time go come when God go give man leader in this country. And at the time na in the council. Now that's make this organization when you tin up for and proceed that say we elect woman as leader in this country, either president or vice president. We some of we remind ourselves, we are behind that campaign and we ready for that campaign. So the answer of the court and the lawyers, we got lawyers. The lawyers and they behind the issue. The lawyers and they represent Zainab. We come for can support her. Whatever happens between the law and the magistrate court, not to we hand. We don't know the law.
I took for bail. When they don't grant some bail, if it's not the protest, we not go ever
we not the protest. We continue to follow the law.
We follow the law. Anytime we can court, we ready for car with them. That's right. Depends on them.
The magistrate and the lawyers.
Depends on them. But we don't say that woman entitled to bail. When they refuse to give them bail, they refuse to go protest now.
Look, I'm not telling you. Okay, not to him.
Not to him.
Okay.
I'm not ready for protest. We don't want to pantel so they can't go.
Yes,
we don't send a woman, and they advocate for a woman for president, and we in supporters there, we in followers there, we ready for day with time. This trip, we want woman.
For Ecko Media News Brief, Khadija Tusoso Marade reports.
This is Ecko Media, connecting voices. Ecko Media, connecting voices.